Hey y'all, it's Monday morning, August 17th, and we welcome you to another edition of This Week at AMG. Thank you for joining us today. We are very excited to be able to share with you another highlight from what God is doing as we serve Him together around the world. And today we are going to be talking a little bit about Thailand. Thailand is a country where nearly all of the people are Buddhists. It is a place where the gospel needs to be heard. And AMG has been using a variety of ways and methods, from childcare to media to camping to teams going there to share the good news. And recently, earlier this year, we had a team travel to Thailand to use medical ministry as a way to share the love of Christ. Paul and Lois Jenks, our missionaries in Thailand, who have served there for many years, took a team from Woodland Park Church right here in Chattanooga, and they were able to reach many people, to provide much needed medical care, and to touch lives with the gospel. They served in an area where there is a lot of poverty. It is an area where medical services are not very readily available, so that team was able to accomplish a lot to minister to physical needs and spiritual needs. So let's hear from them as they share from their trip to Thailand.
Thank you, Tasos. This is Sylvia and I'm Walter, and we had the pleasure of serving with AMG in Thailand, working with Paul and Lois, and just going with the medical team from Woodland Park. We've been on several teams with Woodland before, but this is the first time we've gone to an Asian country, and it was a really a joy and interesting experience to go to Thailand. Medical missions is something that really touches a lot of people. Of course, everybody has needs. There's eyeglasses, there's dental, there's just the physical needs that a lot of people don't have, especially when they're out in the villages. They don't have access to it like people maybe in the cities. And so when we were able to go deeper into the hills, into the villages, you knew that you were really tending to medical needs that couldn't otherwise have been met. I'm not medical. My wife is a nurse, and I've always just gone with these teams to help coordinate and be a gopher. Even without the medical background, there's plenty to be done. The medical staff need help in just moving people around from one station to the next, going to see an evangelist that can speak their language. One of the groups that we went to see was I believe it's the Hmong tribal group. They are up near Laos, and really neat people, and those people were more receptive to the gospel. In fact, there was quite a few people in the village that we went to that were believers. And so as we went as a team, what I noticed here was that not only are we meeting their physical needs, but it's also bringing what would you say, a bigger focus on the church, because the local church was part of bringing our team there. And so it helped the local believers be able to reach out to their neighbors, because really if somebody accepts the Lord when we're there, that's great, and we really strive to help that take place. But there's always a need for a follow-up. Both people that have just heard and not willing to accept, follow up with them to see if they have any questions further down the line, and also to help them just grow as believers.
I've been a nurse for over 30 years, and this has been an opportunity, an open door to go and talk to, or through medical, to allow people to get reached for the Lord. And that's basically what the medical team does. We are the calling card for the evangelist. That's the main focus of the whole team, is to go, we do medical, and we do a lot of good, and we do help, but it's for the souls and for eternity that the main focus is. And so as a calling, nobody's going to come miles just to listen to the gospel, especially in Thailand, where they've got temples and Buddhist temples and Hindu temples, mostly Buddhist, but we saw some others. So we go in, and the villagers find out that a medical team is coming, and there's doctors and there's nurses and there's pharmacies and we give out medications. And so then as a calling card, these people come in, and then the workers that have been working with AMG, there were some that even were saved under the AMG influence of the schools there, and now have graduated from schools that AMG started and are now reaching out to their own people. And that was exciting to see. Sorry. But this is why we go, so that not only are we going to meet physical needs, but the main reason is to meet their spiritual needs. And so that's why we collaborate with somebody like AMG that will then carry the baton and do follow-up work. We don't want to go in there and just help physically. There's a lot of medical teams that do that. We just care about the souls that are saved.
It is amazing to see what the Lord will do when people give themselves, give their time, and go and serve Him. Short-term missions makes a huge difference, and we are grateful for the team that went to Thailand, and we can always use more people. If you would like to participate in a mission adventure with a short-term mission team, please give us a call or go to our website at www.amginternational.org and find out more. There are always opportunities. Please be praying for the teams that are going, and also whether He would have you participate in such a team. That's it for this week, and we hope to see you next week at This Week at AMG.